It's Monday, Mindset Monday to be exact, and I am excited. What an amazing Monday this has been. So, if you are in the world of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, then happy Founders Day to you, my lovely ladies. It's MLK Day, so happy day to all the dreamers out there who are definitely appreciative of people like Martin Luther King Jr., who allow us to be able to fulfill our dreams and walk in our purpose a little bit easier. So yeah, this is an amazing Monday. Kids are out of school today. It's a new format for Mindset Monday. Hey Lisa. I am going live tonight from my phone, which is not what I typically do. So we're going to see how this goes. Hey Markeisha, hey Hubs, hey Travis, hope that you guys are doing well. So, did you work today or were you guys off? And if you were off, what did you do with your time today? I was off, not because I wanted to be, but it kind of just happened that way. So, what did you guys do with your time today? I had practice today because that's one of my announcements. So you've probably seen some flyers. Hey Shayla, hey Francis, hey Michael, that Fashion in the City. Hey Javion, that Fashion in the City is coming up soon. It is going to be Sunday, January the 28th at Zen, downtown Greenville, and I am a model this year for Fashion in the City. So I'm super excited about that. Hey Shanika. Oh Lisa, nice. I saw that you went out on a date with yourself. Let me find out you whining and dining you in 2018. I love it. I remember the first time I went to dinner by myself. Like, it took me about 15 minutes to get over feeling kind of awkward. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm a perfect date. I enjoy dinner and I can take myself out. So I think that's amazing that you dated yourself today. Hey Markeisha, honey, some of us have to work and make money. I was supposed to work today. However, my client's canceled. So my intention was to work today. Hey Sharnika, did you get it going and popping this weekend, girl? I cannot wait to hear the takeaways and see the changes coming from TSP Game Plan. That's so exciting. So I have a couple of other announcements. One was about the fashion show. Oh, and so with the fashion show, the tickets for the fashion show, I should have typed it in. It's an Eventbrite link, but tickets are $25. Tonight's the last night that they're going to be $25, and then after that they are going up. Hey Knifey, hey Kurt, hey Tammy, good to see you guys. So tickets are going up after tonight. They're $25. You can still get them on Eventbrite, and then the show is Sunday, January 28th. So I'm really excited about that. Hey Tam. And then two other announcements for you. If you have not heard or received any information yet regarding my upcoming devotional, Bound by God's Grace, it's a 21-day interactive devotional. Then if you would like information about that, if you would just put your email address in the comments below or inbox me your email address, then I will send you out some information about that. The book will actually be in my hands January the 25th at the latest. So that has me like checking the mail every day. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I am a kid waiting on Christmas morning to come. Come on, Christmas. And then the last announcement is just that the Bengals, and I actually don't even have mine on tonight. I was washing dishes earlier, but the Bengals are still selling the positive cuff statements. So if you have not received those yet and would like more information about those, you can. There are 14 different positive statements already being made that are already currently made for bracelets, but you can actually participate in a contest that we have going on right now if you can think of a statement that you would like to see added to a cuff. And so some of the ones we already have right now say "to the moon and back," which is just kind of what I say to my kids. That's how much I love them. To the moon and back. I am enough, because sometimes as women we just need that reminder, right? Bound by God's grace, because of course we are bound by His grace. So if you have an idea though for a positive cuff statement, drop it in the comments below too, and you'll get a chance to enter a contest. So we are going to choose a new statement for 2018, and the lucky person whose statement we chooses will get that bracelet for free. So doesn't hurt to enter. Share your thoughts with us. We would love that. Hey Keisha. Hey Miranda. So, I'm going to add another new, I know, like, what is all this new stuff, Shayla? That's what happens when I take 3 weeks off. I have time to think. Oh, boy, you're in trouble. So, I'm going to add one other statement to the element to the Mindset Mondays, and that is just a quick biz shout out. And so, tonight's biz shout out is actually to my friend, Shalon Logan, and she has the company, I want to make sure I say it the right way. She just started a company called Creative Eye, and so she made this mug for me. And it says, Bound by Grace. As you know, grace is my power word. And Bound by God's Grace is the title to my 21-day devotional. So, Shalon made this cute little mug for me. Her company is Creative Eye. You can find her on Facebook at just Shalon Logan. And I put her name in the title. Or you can find her on Instagram at Creative Eye 78. So that's her Instagram. And her business pretty much does custom mugs, wine glasses, shirt, decor. She offers free consultations, and she says she can bring your vision to reality. So check her out if you need to get some stuff. She would be your girl. So I'm excited about that. And, you know, just a quick little shout out, because I say all the time, and I have to walk out the things that I say. We are better together, right? And successful women support other women. Yes, Lisa, I saw your cups, and then I wanted one. Like monkey see, monkey do. Ooh, Lisa's cups, cute. I want a cute cup. But we're better together. So why not support each other? There's enough out here for each and every person. And the reality is, when you know where your purpose comes from, and when you know that if God is in the center of what you're doing, he's going to bless everything you're doing, why not share? Why not promote? Why not encourage? Why not high-five each other and everybody be successful together? I so believe in that. So believe in that. Yes, Tanya, support small business. Support small business, support local business, and just support another sister girl. I mean, even if you can't use someone's product, then share her information, share her likes, suggest her to other people. Sometimes support doesn't always have to look like financial support, you know, maybe, and I definitely learned that. I mean, I sell Mary Kay, and Mary Kay is just not for everybody, but that doesn't mean you can't share a post. That doesn't mean that you can't mention my name. I've gotten tons of referrals from people who do not use Mary Kay themselves, but they know that I'm the Mary Kay girl, so they share my name. So there's nothing wrong with promoting other women. We are better together, better together, better together. I cannot say it enough. So, okay, all of that, I guess, is kind of like housekeeping stuff is out of the way. And what we are actually talking about tonight. So this month's theme is just the power of your words, right? Words have power. I cannot stress that enough. You know, I have to drop Create the Life You Want as a cuff bracelet. Oh, yes, Keisha, I like that one. Create the life you want. That is a good one. So when we're talking about words having power, we're going to just kind of put a spin on that tonight, and we're going to focus on words having power as it relates to parenting. Yay, Tanya, for saying you love Mary Kay. Woo, woo. I love Mary Kay too, for lots of reasons. I've been using their products now consistently 4 years, and been selling it for 4 years too. But so each month we'll have a theme. So the theme for this month is words have power. Last week we talked about how that just portrayed, how that affects life, right? So we just talked about having a power word, and we talked about leaving a word in 2017. But this week we are going to look at words having power as it relates to parenting. And so my mindset tip for you guys tonight as it relates to words having power for parenting is that I think that sometimes parents forget the power that are in their words. And a perfect example of that I see often. I am a speech therapist, and what that translates into a lot of times is a parent counselor. And I've been doing that for 12 years now. So I've probably had the opportunity to work with about 200 families. And in the last 6 years, I actually work in their homes with them. So that's a totally different dynamic. I actually come into the home and see the real deal every day. And one of the things I think that parents forget when it comes to words having power is the power of being consistent with your word. So yes has to mean yes. and no has to mean no. No can't mean might. It can't mean maybe. It can't be that I said no, but because you asked 17 times, I went ahead and said yes just so you'd leave me alone. Or it can't be that I said no, but then you gave 6 different reasons as to why I needed to change my mind, so then I changed my mind. I see that happen a lot, and I see it happen. It's funny on both spectrums. I see it happen with really, really small kids because they start whining and crying, and you just want them to stop, so you give in and you give them what it is they want. But I've also seen it happen with teenagers because they sometimes can manipulate their parents. Well, everybody else is getting to go and da 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 da, and then a parent says, "Oh well, I guess." No. Yes has to mean yes, and no has to mean no. And another way that I see this come across sometimes that I feel like parents kind of forget the power of their words is when it comes to asking questions, okay? Do not, and that's the only way I can start it. Do not ask your child a yes or no question if no is not an option for an answer, okay? So what I mean is, are you ready to go? And the kid says no, but it's time to go. Well, then if it's time to go and no wasn't an option for an answer, then don't ask a yes or no question. Do you want to turn the TV off so you can come eat? If no is not the option, not an option for an answer, then don't ask a yes or no question. Are you ready to go to school? Well, what happens when the kid says no? Then they still have to go to school. So when you think about the power of your words as a parent, what I just want you to be mindful of is, 1, be consistent with your words. Yes means yes, no means no. And do not ask yes or no questions if no is not the option for an answer. I hear it all the time. Parents asking kids, do you want this? Are you ready for that? Are you ready to go to bed? No, because there aren't too many children that say yes, they are ready, right? So if no is not an option, don't ask a yes or no question, okay? So I told you the format was going to be a little bit different tonight, and I actually have a guest joining me. So let's see if I am able to get this done the correct way. Bear with me while I try to figure it out. Javion James is my guest who is coming to join the live tonight. Javion, it says that I sent you an invitation. And I asked Javion, I quickly thought about her when I knew parenting was going to be the topic, because she is actually a mother of 10 kids. Yes, I said 10. And from what I hear, I have not been around all of her kids personally, but from what I hear, they are 10 amazingly well-behaved, beautiful, successful children. So I figured that a mother of 10 kids would definitely have some amazing tips to give us tonight as it relates to parenting. So let's see. All right, Javion, it says that I have sent you a request, and our guest we just wants to be added to your video. Bam! It's going to be exciting if it worked the first time. It says that she is adding. But while we're waiting on her, guys, share what are some tips that you have as it relates to parenting and having a successful mindset. I know we have some parents on tonight, or we have some people that work with children. So while we're waiting, and there she is, then parents, if you guys have any comments, please share. The whole concept behind this new format is just that we learn from each other. We teach each other, and we share, and we're better because of it. So, hey, Javion.
Hi, Sugar. How are you?
I am not able to hear you. I see that you are talking. Let's see if we can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Nope. I just see lips moving. I know you're saying something. What do we need to do?
Okay.
Uh-oh. So you can hear her. Oh, wow. So I just don't get to hear her. That makes me sad. Might be
I actually think that's how it works.
Okay. But if you guys can hear her, then we will roll with that. So, Javion, will you please start by just, you can hear both of us. You can hear her. I just can't hear her. That is so interesting. Okay. So, if you will just start by sharing a little bit about you. And I am going to hop on from the tablet so I can hear what you have to say.
Okay, you want me to give you a second to hop on? You can't hear me. That's right. So I'm going to give you a second to hop on. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to
Can you
try
hear
this
me?
out and see if I can.
Now that you have the tablet?
Yes. Now I hear you. Yay. Woo. Okay. Gotta love technology.
Okay.
Gotta love just rolling with it.
Yeah.
Figuring out how to make it happen.
Absolutely. Come back over here. John is the lead. Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Javion, and I am the mother of 10 amazing, growing, and challenging kids. My children range from the age of 16 down to and I am the mother of 10 amazing, growing, and challenging kids. My children range from the age of 16 down to I think we're a bit delayed, so you may have to turn yours down some.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, we're just going to go with it. I'm going to trust that you're saying something amazing, and I'll hear it on the replay. That sounds horrible. I guess I need to go back to the drawing board and figure out some things for this whole deal. All right, so Javion, what tips? I say Javion. Let me first correct that. I'm so sorry, Javion.
It's okay.
What tips can you share with us as it just relates to mindset for parenting? I mean, I would imagine that you have to have some pretty good communication skills to navigate life with 10 children, right?
Right. I think the number one advice that I would give any mom or anyone is to never compare yourself to someone else. Nobody has all the answers, and you grow as you parent, and you have to be okay with that. I started out early. I got married at 15, so I started out way super early as a mom, and a lot of things I had to learn along the way. Shayla's gonna have to turn it down.
Okay, we're still trying to figure out technical difficulties.
Okay.
You're gonna have to turn it down though, because it's like a delay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I heard half of what you said. Oh, you've got to love technology and trying something new.
It's okay, no worries. So that's my number one advice.
Oh, thank you, Shanika. This is horrible that I can't hear it. But yes,
Shanika, you are all.
That is so major. And I think that especially now with social media. Oh, headphones. Oh, yes, let's try that. Can you get me headphones? Yeah, so I don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna see if headphones will work. But I think that with social media, that comparing yourself is one of the biggest issues women face in general. We compare ourselves with everything now, and it's so sad. And the thing that's crazy about it is really when it comes to comparing yourself, if you're a mom with more than one kid, you can't even compare both your kids, and they were raised in the same home and birthed by the same parents. So yes, I definitely agree with that one. What else do you have to share, maybe as it relates to just communicating and your communicating style? I'm sure that varies from child to child, right?
Yeah, they all have different love languages. I I have different ways that I can deal or respond to each of my children. Some of my children I have to be a little bit more firm on. And then I have some kids who just, I have to have a balanced tone with them. So it does make a difference in each child. Um, my son, he can't take loudness, he can't take screaming, shouting, but to sit down and talk to him face to face, he can comprehend everything you say. And I have to respect that and respect that as a boundary for him. Um, so it took a lot for me to learn that over the years, but everybody has different communication styles and techniques, and so do children. They all have different personalities. They all have their own boundaries that they have set, and I respect those boundaries as long as they respect mine. Um, and because we established that at an early age, immediately, it reduces a lot of conflict in the home now. Another thing that I would encourage all parents is to just let kids. Um, they are going to grow up and develop and come into themselves just as we did, and you have to be okay with that. Excuse me, I have to get little mama. Go ahead and get her. And so that's one of the things that um, is very vital um,
Yeah.
when raising children, is just giving them the option to be whoever they want to be. We can give advice, we can let them know we don't approve of it, but you have to still let them make the decision for themselves because life is the best teacher. So, were you able to hear anything I said?
Yes,
Okay.
I was. But we're going to try headphones really quickly. So give me just a second.
Okay.
I'm not gonna get mad at me. I'm not gonna get mad at me because I'm in here.
You want to get it?
Okay. So that might have to be the answer for now until I can figure something else out. But yes, I was actually able to catch most of that. And you bring up a very good point in that someone else said earlier that if we're not careful, we will parent our children to want them to be us. And we forget that they are their own people. They are here with their own journey, with their own destiny, with their own missions.
Yeah, and I think oftentimes we parent by fear, and you cannot be fear led. With everything that's happening right now and things that have been happening over the past 5 years, with so much stuff, it's easy to get into fear mode. No, you can't go here. No, you can't do this. No, don't dress like that. That's my
Mm.
world. And it became my world for a long time, but I literally had to choose not to parent by fear. And I had to say, I don't think that's a good idea. Now I have boundaries. My kids already know certain questions they're just not going to ask me. Certain places they know I'm just not going to allow them to go. But I had to allow them to grow up and develop, especially with just getting out there talking to people because I'm a very talkative person. I'm very friendly. So I had to pull myself back and say, you know what, I'm not a big fan of football games and stuff. They run a little late, but if you want to go, I trust that you're going to make the right decisions, and I'm going to let you get out there and do what you need to do. So I think it all comes back to, I think my grandparents parented us out of fear and the wisdom that they had. I turned out to be a pretty awesome person, so if I say so myself, but it did have a lot of drawbacks on it. Rebellion was at an all-time high between my siblings and I, because we weren't allowed to do anything. We weren't allowed to experience anything, and so um, I chose a different tactic. It seems to be working out okay for me most of the time. Teenagers will make you pray every day, so that's a good thing. And I think you're still waiting on me.
Yeah. So we're still dealing with the whole delayed response deal going here. So I don't know. I'll have to learn some stuff between now and next Monday. But I agree wholeheartedly with not parenting from fear. And that sometimes is so much easier said than done.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's it, Shayla. I didn't say anything else.
Well, listen, we will not keep our viewers with the crazy delay much longer. But before we go, please share some exciting information about some things that you have in the works.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So we just gonna put it out there like that. We have actually a group. It's called More Than a Mother.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh no. I wonder how we get her back. Oh, I see you back up here. Can I invite you back, Javion? Javion? Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Hey.
Hey, guess what? I can hear you now. This is beautiful.
Oh, well, look at that.
Look at God. Okay. So the last thing you were going to do was share some exciting stuff that you
Okay.
have coming up.
Okay, so soon we will be launching the next chapter of More Than a Mother. We currently have a group on Facebook. All ladies, whether you are a mom or not, because that's the message behind it, there's life out there outside of just parenting and being a wife. It's titled More Than a Mother. You can type it in and ask to join the group. But we're bringing life outside of that Facebook group. So a lot of amazing things will be happening in the next year or so with More Than a Mother. And hopefully Shayla will still be a part of that. So I really can't divulge too much right now because we still have a lot of things in the works. But all ladies, if you can join, if you have not joined just yet, and we will be connecting with a lot of individuals without the next month or so, just to try to get constructive feedback and see how we want to actually build the base of it. So I hope that all you ladies connect, and we'll be making a lot of connections soon.
Well, I am so excited to see what's coming up, and I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule.
No problem.
Some nuggets with us tonight. And thank you for being my first guest of the year. So,
no problem.
We are just going to wrap up really quickly, go back very quickly, and touch on a couple points. One was just that tonight's topic was about parenting mindset tips as it relates to your words having power. And we shared just that. For one, Javion shared that you should not parent based on fear, which sometimes is easier said than done, but definitely important, and that you should not compare yourself to another mom. And I added to that you really shouldn't, you have to be very careful. I'll say that's right, to not compare your kids to other kids, because as Javion said, sometimes our kids have different communication styles. And so we need to be able to have different communication styles for them. One thing just doesn't fit, and it's crazy because you think sometimes, well, these kids were birthed by the same person, born in the same house. What is the deal? But I have two kids that are opposite day. And I would imagine that in Javion's house with that many kids that there are probably lots of different opposites, right? One like this, one doesn't, one does this way, one doesn't. But the goal in all of that and the purpose of all that is just to find the uniqueness in the children and to help them to appreciate and value that same uniqueness. It's fine if they're not just like their brother or their sister. So I appreciate you ladies joining us. Share this if you think that something that was said tonight could help another mom. Comment, share your comments with us, and we will Definitely make sure that we come back and address each and every one of those. And in the meantime, you know, I always like to leave you with a quote. And so my quote, what did I do with it? I don't have it. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with a quote from Javion tonight. Be more than a mother. How about that?
Absolutely. I like that. That's awesome.
Have a good night, and I will see you next Monday. Now, next Monday will actually be, we're still talking about words having power, but we are going to look at words having power as it relates to relationships. So, join us next Monday.